Choosing between the two dominant mid-tier Canadian travel rewards cards is one of the most common dilemmas for frequent flyers. You are generally deciding between the RBC Avion Visa Infinite and the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite. On the surface, these cards target the same demographic. Both carry an identical $139 annual fee and a baseline earn rate of 1 point per dollar. That parity extends to their travel insurance suites, which offer matching benchmarks for emergency medical coverage and flight delays. Because the foundational numbers are identical, making the wrong choice here has nothing to do with fee optimization. A bad choice happens when you misalign your daily spending habits with the card's specific reward philosophy. TD Aeroplan operates as a direct co-branded airline card tied exclusively to Air Canada. The risk of a co-branded structure is that you are entirely exposed to Air Canada's dynamic pricing algorithms and unannounced point devaluations. If they raise the point cost of a flight, your balance loses value overnight. RBC Avion is designed as a flexible hybrid system to hedge against those exact devaluations. The core promise of Avion points is that you have the freedom to book any available seat on any commercial airline without being locked into a single carrier's ecosystem. Ultimately, this choice comes down to deciding whether the passive benefits of Air Canada loyalty outweigh the strategic freedom of point flexibility. To see how these philosophies play out in reality, let's run a typical household budget of $30,000 a year across standard spending categories. This chart shows the overarching point accumulation results for this spending profile. TD pulls ahead quickly, applying a 1.5x multiplier to daily essentials like groceries and gas. RBC Avion gives a flat 1 point per dollar for those exact same visits. Over 12 months, these multipliers create a wide gap, generating 38,000 Aeroplan points versus 30,850 Avion points. If your budget leans heavily on food and fuel, TD Aeroplan wins the passive, everyday point accumulation battle by nearly 20%. Moving past daily spending, the TD card also includes physical travel perks, the most lucrative being a free first checked bag. This graphic calculates the immediate financial return for a family of 4 on a single reservation. 4 passengers avoiding a $50 bag fee in both directions yields $400 in total savings. That single round-trip scenario instantly eclipses the $139 annual fee and provides immediate positive return on investment. TD also provides a secondary luxury benefit, using Aeroplan points to book high-value international business class flights on Star Alliance partners at fixed chart rates. But there is a massive caveat here. If you mostly fly budget carriers like Flair or direct competitors like WestJet, these Air Canada perks provide absolutely zero value. Because RBC Avion starts at an earning deficit on daily spend, you have to use active optimization strategies to close the value gap. The first tool you have is the RBC Fixed Air Travel Schedule for short-haul domestic flights. This diagram shows the mathematical cap that makes the grid valuable. You can book a domestic short-haul flight for 15,000 Avion points, covering a maximum base ticket price of $350. The operational advantage here is availability. As long as any standard economy seat is listed for purchase on any airline, you can book it. There are 0 blackout dates. The ultimate way to equalize the math, though, is utilizing RBC's biannual 30% transfer bonus to airline partners like British Airways Avios. Executing this transfer perfectly negates TD's multiplier advantage. The 30,850 Avion points from our earlier spending model jump by 30%, giving you over 40,000 Avios points. RBC Avion is built for the strategic optimizer. You are willingly trading passive grocery multipliers for complete freedom from blackout dates and the steep upside of partner transfer bonuses. There is no universal winner between these cards. There is only the correct mathematical fit for your lifestyle. This flowchart asks 2 critical questions. First, do you fly Air Canada yearly and check bags? If yes, and your grocery spend is high, TD Aeroplan is the definitive choice. If no, will you optimize transfer bonuses? If yes, RBC Avion is the superior choice. Choosing a travel card requires brutal honesty about how much effort you are actually willing to put into managing your points. There is a pragmatic alternative to making an exclusive choice. Heavy optimizers simply carry both Visa cards in their wallet. In this dual strategy, you deploy the TD card exclusively at grocery stores and gas stations to capture that 1.5x baseline multiplier. Then, you pull out the RBC card for your travel bookings, and you use those Avion points exclusively for flexible, blackout-free flight redemptions. Managing multiple currencies requires automated intelligence. Platforms like WalletFit are useful here because they dictate your checkout choices and alert you exactly when 30% transfer bonuses go live. True points optimization isn't about pledging absolute loyalty to a single bank or airline. It's about strategically combining multiple currencies to neutralize their individual weaknesses.